They said she was perfect, the kind of girl people admired from a distance and envied up close. Beautiful, successful, untouchable. But here's the truth no one knew. Behind the flawless smile, behind the glowing skin, behind the perfect life, was a secret, so dark, so painful, that if the world ever found out, everything she built would collapse overnight. And one day, it did. This is the story of Amara, the girl who had everything, until her past came back to take it all away. Amara was 23 years old, and she was living the kind of life most people only dream about. She lived in a beautiful apartment in the heart of the city, the kind with large windows that let sunlight pour in every morning. Her wardrobe, filled with designer outfits. Her phone, always buzzing with messages, opportunities, and admiration. On social media, she was everything. Perfect photos, perfect angles, perfect life. Thousands of followers, watching her every move. Every post got hundreds of comments. You're so beautiful. I wish I had your life, your goals. And in many ways, they were right. Amara was beautiful, not just the kind of beauty that fades, but the kind that made people stop and stare. Her confidence, her grace, her presence. It was magnetic. But what truly set her apart was her mind. She was smart, focused, determined. She had worked hard to land her job at one of the biggest fashion companies in the city. And at just 23, she was already rising fast. Her boss trusted her. Her colleagues admired her. Everything seemed to be falling into place. But perfection is often just an illusion. Every night, when the lights went off and the world stopped watching, Amara became someone else. She would sit quietly, staring into nothing, as if she was trying to escape her own thoughts. Because deep down, Amara carried something heavy, something she never talked about, something she never allowed herself to remember. For too long, she wasn't always this girl. She wasn't always confident, or admired, or successful. There was a time when Amara was invisible. She grew up in a small village, far away from the bright lights of the city, a place where life was hard, and dreams were even harder. Her family struggled every single day. Sometimes, there wasn't enough food. Sometimes, there wasn't even hope. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was what happened when she was just 16. A moment that changed everything. A moment she wished she could erase. A moment she buried deep inside her heart and made a promise no one must ever know. For years, Amara kept her distance from people. She smiled, but never too much. She connected, but never too deeply, because getting close to someone meant risking everything. But then, Daniel came into her life, and everything changed. He wasn't loud. He wasn't flashy, but there was something about him. Something calm, something genuine. He saw Amara, not the version the world admired, but the person behind it. They met at a fashion event. A simple conversation turned into something more. Daniel didn't treat her like a celebrity. He treated her like a human being. And for the first time in years, Amara felt safe. They spent more time together. Long conversations, late-night calls, soft laughter. And slowly, Amara began to open up. Not completely, but enough to feel something real. Something she hadn't felt in a long time. Hope. She started to believe. Maybe she could leave the past behind. Maybe she could finally be happy. Maybe she didn't have to run anymore. It happened on a quiet evening. Amara was alone, scrolling through her phone, when a message appeared. Unknown number. 3 words. I found you. Her heart dropped instantly. Her hands froze. Because deep down, she knew exactly what it meant. The past had found her. Days passed, but the messages didn't stop. Then came the call. A voice she recognized. A man from her village. Someone who knew everything. He didn't ask questions. He made demands. Money, or silence would be broken. And if she refused, he would tell the world who she really was. Amara tried to stay strong. She tried to act normal. But inside, she was falling apart. She stopped sleeping, stopped eating properly, stopped smiling. Daniel noticed. Something's wrong, he said. But she couldn't tell him, because the truth might make him leave. Then the worst happened. The secret was exposed. Online. Everywhere. Her past. Her story. Revealed to the world. The reaction was instant. People judged her, criticized her, tore her apart. The same people who once admired her now turned against her. Amara had 2 choices. Run again, or face everything. So she did something no one expected. She went live. No makeup, no filters, just truth. And she spoke about her past, her pain, her mistakes, her survival, soft emotional tone. And for the first time, she felt free. Because sometimes, the truth doesn't destroy you. It sets you free. If this story touched your heart, don't just keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe for more powerful stories, and comment below, I choose truth. Because behind every perfect life, there's a story waiting to be understood.